2 of the Damascus Ball Peen Hammer. It's cold. It's not too bad, but got the kerosene. Run the kerosene instead of the wood stove. Too long. See my breath a little bit. It's in the coffee. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take about, I like to leave my knives and stuff in there for like 2 to 3 days. No joke. Like nonstop. I just leave them in there for a long time. Like 2 to 3 days. All right. There's this guy that does hand material from California. And he's pretty much the only guy. I've gone to a couple other suppliers, but I like him the best. His quality of work is just like, it's off the frickin' Richter scale. So if you guys want some awesome knife blanks, check him out. It's Deranged Donkey. It's the craziest name ever, but I'm telling you, the handle material is on point. So this is the handle material that's going to go on the hammer here, if all goes well. So Damascus hammer, the person wanted shredded money. So we got shredded money. So basically all that green confetti, if you can look really carefully, is, it's shredded money. Dollar bills, y'all. Which I think is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And then maple burl wood. Look at that wood too. It's a rough cut right now, but when you buff that and put oil on it and shine it up, it just looks amazing. So that's gonna go on the handle with the metal. So look at that. Just for upcoming knives, I'm probably gonna do a lot of brass file knives. So I got this crazy. Look at that. It's like mother of pearl or something. It's just wild. I also got this curly maple, I believe. Curly maple. This stuff looks plain as hell, but when you buff it, it really just, the wood grain is like ridiculous on this. So I can't wait to use that. I got this like blue, look at that, blue resin smoke. There's like a dragon in there, but maple burl. I got that. I got this copper. It's like a copper green with burl resin. So this is a clear set, which is like wood goes the other way. It's got like iridescent colors in it, purples and blues. It's pretty wild stuff. Pine cone, the tie-dye pine cone. That I'm gonna be putting on some rasp file. I got the mermaid. This is what I call it, the mermaid pine cone. I got the blue pine cone here. Sparkly. And I got some more iridescent, just white resin, like gold. I call this the honey burl. The honey burl resin. Look at that curly maple. It really does look beautiful when you put it on a knife and buff it up. I even got some koa wood from Hawaii. This stuff I haven't used yet. I got another block of this. This is from Neil Ken Mero. When I went to visit him, I got this block from him there. Saving this one for a special knife. It's how I stay warm. It works, but it's loud. It's loud as hell. It's the fire-breathing dragon. And here's the hammer and the coffee. It's been about 3 days. So taking that after 3 days, sitting in here. That's it. Fresh out the coffee. Nothing fancy, just some stripes. It looks cool on the ends. So let's get it cleaned up and see if we can fit the handle to it. Lots of clamps because I just make sure that thing is on lockdown. There's the Damascus. pattern, and the money in maple burl resin. Lots of epoxy, like I said, lots of clamps. Just make sure it's flush and flat. I want it to adhere to the metal part perfectly. Like no warping, no bumps, no lumps. Just flush as it can be. Take the clamps off. Drill the hole a little wider on the end. I'm going to grind that off and get rid of all this epoxy resin and wood that's extra on here. We'll see where we are at the end of that. And then here's the money handle. I got a clamp on the end because the epoxy did not stay right there like I wanted it to, so I just put a little bit more epoxy down the end, and I'm gonna let that harden overnight and then re-sand. I'm just gonna hand sand the whole thing. There was a little cavity right there where it's wet looking. I put epoxy, a little cavity in the resin that happens like an air bubble. Not a big deal, just fill it with resin. Like I said, I'm just gonna hand sand that all off. The wood looks kind of light right now because I haven't oiled it or anything. It's kind of dry. But there's the shredded money, the burl. I put a little tapered end on here. I'm gonna put a leather lanyard on the end of that, and then polish it. All right. So, fast forwarding, the Ball Peen Damascus Ball Peen Hammer is finished. Part 2 done. In the books. Here it is. Finished. 2 steel pins. I went with a brass pin on the end just for extra support because it is a hammer and it's a thin scale. I wanted to keep it kind of lightweight, so I just added an extra pin last minute on the end, and brass was like the thinnest pin that I had, and I needed something that I could peen the top of to kind of just hug it on there tighter, so brass was perfect. That's why I chose that. I drilled a hole in here, and that's not sharp, but it kind of looks like a knife. It's kind of like a false edge. I put a white leather lanyard with a grommet on the end, just so when you're hammering you don't want it to lose your grip, because it is a smooth, really smooth grip here. You could slide right out of your hand. The whole forged handle is made out of a 1964 truck coil spring, and then it's welded and fitted tightly onto a billet. So my back's hurting already. Onto a Damascus billet, 15N20 and 1084 layered. Nothing fancy, didn't do any twist, didn't do anything, just stacked it, forged welded it, and just turned it into a ball peen. I kept it real simple, but it is really cool. You can see just the layers of lines. Look at that. It's got some cool features to it. I think it's pretty snazzy, because that 15N20 really polishes up nice. It shines, it stands out. And look at the back, look at that. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. It's a one of a kind. I mean, this is a one of a kind. It's almost like the American flag with the stripes and stuff and the money, you know? I don't know. It's a little patriotic, I guess. Abstract. I don't know. It just looks cool. It's different. It's different. You know, it's different. That's what I was going for. Something different. The top's pretty plain. The bottom is pretty plain. All the Damascus is on the side, which is going to catch your eye more so. Now, as if this one-of-a-kind, unique ball peen hammer, and I modeled it after, my back kills, after this little guy. So, you know, I tried to keep it within the same size. It's a little bigger, which I knew that was going to happen, which is fine. But the handle's a little, like, not much. It's pretty identical to that in size. It's not too far off, which is, I knew I was going to go a little bigger, just because I had the mass on the billet. I didn't want to waste it and grind too much off. So what I did was I got some scrap Kydex and heated it up and did all kinds of just, this was a pain, because I've made Kydex sheaths before, and I've made the clips out of the scraps and everything, but I've never made a Kydex sheath or holder, whatever you want to call it, for a ball peen hammer. Never been done. Never done it before. So, you know, I molded it. I molded it to, you know, the hammer shape. And then I wanted to have a little flap here just to, so you can slide the actual flap between that on your belt. And then I was worried about, how's it gonna work? How's it gonna look? How's it gonna fold? More like, how's it gonna work? You know, how's that even gonna work? Are you gonna be able to put it in, pull it out with any problems? It's got a lanyard on it. How is this gonna happen? And I don't want the barn door like open and flap. It's all one tight, secure thing. It's basically just like a knife sheath. So there's very little finagling, but there is one finagle you have to do. The first finagle you have to do, and it's only inserting it. So because of this, so you drop the leather lanyard in, push it through where the hole is, and you just pull that through, just like that. It goes right through. Then just grab the handle and you push it in. Drops right in there, locks in, flush and secure in the Kydex sheath. I mean, it's in there. That's good. That's cool. And it wasn't that hard to put it. You gotta guide that through, and then you just drop it in, just right there. Boop, drop it right in there. Boom, just like a knife. But it's a ball peen hammer, and it's a sheath for a ball peen hammer. That's crazy. That's cool. That's different. I like that. All right, so you could clip this onto your. I'll lower the camera here. You could clip this onto your jeans, like your big pocket, which I've done, and it fits, and it's snug, and it's secure, and you can walk around. You can do the backward shuffle. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to go anywhere. And when you want to take it out, you just pop it. Pull the handle up, boop, grab it, boom, out, done. But what I like, what feels just a little more snug and secure for me, okay, is not on your pants, but on your belt. Because it's just more rugged. It's tighter against your body. Then my jeans are kind of like loose here. The pocket's kind of like flimsy, where the belt's really, it's tight. So I get that Kydex flap, and we just stick that between your pants and the belt, and make sure that top flap's over it, and you can really press it in there tighter. Now that's on there. That's like so, like I could run through the woods, and this thing would never fall off. I wouldn't have a problem with that. And I could actually be active now, and this is never going to go anywhere, which is cool. And then same thing, when I need it, just grab the handle, push it up, grab the head, pull it out, done. But you have a nice little like Kydex sheath, you know, to carry it. So I think that's just like, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty unique. Sorry for the long hiatus delay from part 1 to part 2 on this build, but I was feeling a little under the weather. I had some back pains, muscular and maybe digestive, so I actually was in the hospital, and I still got my wristband on. I kind of had to go get a biopsy and a whole bunch, like a slew of freaking tests that were no fun, where they inject dyes into you and you go through big machines, and it sucked, okay? And then after that, I just need a couple days of just a straight up rest. So no forging, no other work, just rest. So now I'm back. Am I 100% better? No. You know, it still bothers me, but I'm like progressively working towards, you know, solving that, whatever the issue is. I think it's probably going to be muscular, which sucks. It sucks getting old. I might have to wear like a back brace, like one of those Velcro jobbers. And then I'm just trying to take better care of myself, eat right and eat clean, and you know, exercise. It's just really hard right now in the wintertime. And that's another reason why it's taken so long to post this part 2, is we got whacked with a 2-foot snowstorm. Like, it just snowed. It dumped so much snow. And the best part is, my secondary trailer I have for storage, the weight, it melted now. It was like 2 feet, and then it melted. It got really warm, like in the 50s. And the weight caved in my storage shed. Just totally, I mean, that's going to be a nightmare in the spring now that I have to contend with that now. So that sucks. It's just like a lot of stuff has just been getting thrown on me these past couple weeks, you know, and I'm usually pretty good about posting some videos up, but this one took a little longer. All I can say is life happens, you know, so that's that. But I'm very proud of this build. I took my time with it. I think it looks awesome. I came up with some really innovative, awesome new ideas, like a goddamn hammer sheath. I mean, every once in a while I'll build something and I hate to see it go because I kind of want it for myself. And this one I like. I'm kind of like, yes, this thing is badass. It's cool. I really do dig it. Let me just, I have to sandpaper this off here, the rough edges on it. But how it just locks right into play there. Shredded money, maple burl, leather lanyard, and let's not forget, yes, Damascus. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if I showed off my Thor's lightning. Look at that. Look how cool is that, though? Thor's hammer, and the Damascus pattern looks like lightning. It couldn't have came out any better, in my opinion, for me. It's like Thor's hammer, the god of thunder, with lightning. This is finished now. I'd be wearing this. I've been wearing this on my neck all the time. Damascus is just such a cool thing. It's just so unique. In other news, I'm going to be posting a lot more stuff on my Etsy page, Clean Slate Forge on Etsy. You can go on there and follow me on there. Check out some stuff. I really don't have anything on there right now because it does cost me money to post stuff up on there. And then when it just sits there for too long, it just eats away and adds up. And I hate that. I wish I had a lot more stuff on there for the holidays coming up because I know people are going to be just impulse buying and they want to get unique, cool stuff, and that's cool. That's great. I slacked on that because like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on, but I feel motivated now, so I kind of want to post some stuff up on there. So just check out that stay tuned on that every once in a while, and you might see something on there that you might want, and I could ship it right out to you. It helps just support what I got going on in here. Just helps me keep up on materials, grinder belts, just supplies that I need, because I'm not sponsored by nobody. I'm sponsored by myself. So this is a fun hobby and I want to keep doing it, and it costs. So, I appreciate, like, this is a custom order and I appreciate that. That's how I keep doing this, and just do good work, do your best work, and have fun. Pow, look at that. Cha-chow. So, yep. Stay tuned for next. I'm gonna have some more episodes popping up here. I got some ideas cooking, and just a huge shout out to everyone who watches and has just supported the channel and my work. I'm very appreciative to it. I wish I could point you all out and individually shake your hand and thank you, but you know who you are, and I'm pretty sure I damn well know who you are too, and I appreciate that. I'm looking right at you because I'm talking about you right now. Thank you, just thank you. Okay, much gratitude for just checking it out. I like myself. I go around other YouTube channels and I check out other people's work too because it inspires me. So you guys keep working too, and I hope I inspire someone too. That's how it works. It's the circle. All right. Catch you on the next one, guys.